So now we're going to talk about passing structs into a function. And you can do that just like you would kind of do any other thing that we're going to be doing, right? And it's the benefit of why a struct's better than a parallel arrays. Is parallel arrays you have to send both arrays into the function, but with a struct you only have the one item to send into a function. And so let's go see about doing that. Now, I'm going to do two kinds of functions. So the first one, I'm just going to create a print function. So this is just going to be a void print dragon. And so we're going to pass in a dragon D. And this is going to be a prototype, right? So I'm not actually going to define it here. I'm just going to put it in our header file. And then we're going to come over to our implementation file and this is where we're going to actually define what it's actually doing. And I'm just going to go to our main and we're going to copy this printout here. We're actually going to cut it and we're going to paste it over here. And we need this line, right? And I think I also need, let's see if that worked, compile. Hey, look, it's happy. Okay. And so now to call this, all we would do, right, is if we wanted to print these, we could just say print dragon and then pass in the D, and then we could do print dragon pass in D1. And so now we should get both dragons to print out. As simple as that, right? So like we were talking about last week is with pointers, these are more like our traditional functions and traditional variables where if we try to update it here, it's not going to matter over here. So like if we just did a print, like just the dragon and dragon, the D and the D, and like if in here we put in D dot name equal test. So you would think like the first time through, right, it's going to print out the name inixia, and then the second time through it's going to have the name test. And so if we run this, you're going to see, no, it kept inixia both ways. Now if I add the and symbol here, right, so that I'm passing by reference, and I need to add it here as well. Make sure I added it right. I did. And now when I run it, it's going to update test to that variable. So now, right, now I have inixia and test. So it passes it like a normal variable by pass by copy and not pass by reference unless you actually put the and symbol. So it's unlike arrays, right, where arrays, when you pass those, you're automatically passing the address. So that's one of the ways that it's different than arrays.